My name is Melvin. I was using alcohol, smoking weed, and I was experimenting with prescription medication. I do this because I like helping people, and I don't want I don't want kids to go through what I went through when I was their age. I had a lot of friends. I was hanging out with kids that I knew I shouldn't be hanging out with, the type of kids that my family told me to stay away from, but I wouldn't listen to them because I thought, I want to be one of the cool kids. So, what led me to start drinking was them. They would hang out after school. I would go over one of their houses. With my girlfriend at the time. She basically served me a drink. She said, drink it. I said no. She's like, come on, it'll make you feel good. At the time I was going through depression, anxiety, and I didn't have anybody to reach out to. So I took the drink, and I didn't like it at first, but I took another, and I started getting used to it. And I started repeating that and doing it over and over. And so I was mostly drinking alone. I went home one day and I woke up the next morning and again, I'm still going through my depression and anxiety. And then I go into the liquor cabinet and I see that there's, bottles full of alcohol. So my advice to anyone who went through what I went through, whether it's depression, anxiety, addiction, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up on yourself. Ask for help, because there's someone out there is willing to help. And I do this because I love helping people. I know what it's like to be young and to have friends, to be in your first year of high school and want to hang out with the cool kids, or even before high school. It's not worth it if they're making you do things that you wouldn't do because you grew up in a good household. I grew up in a household with my grandmother, my family, and nobody thought I would go through this. So my advice would have to be just don't hesitate to ask for help. There's always hope. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Just reach out to somebody. Don't keep it in. I would say to those kids, you don't know what you're in for. You don't know what you're signing up for. You don't realize that you're playing with fire right now. You don't want to go down this road. You really don't. You don't want to go down this path. You don't want to put your family through this. So just really think about what you're doing. I didn't think it was a choice, really. I didn't think I had a problem. But eventually I realized,